Hi everyone, I'm Marshall Carper, and it's time for another installment of Marketing Monday. In today's episode, I want to talk about not marketing. we talk about business growth and we talk about customer retention. So often we're focused on our front-facing messages, our front-facing tactics, the things we're using to find prospects, to engage them, to move them through the sales process, and then keep them buying and working with us and working with our clients more and more in the future. So yes, marketing should be doing all of those things, but when you look at growth as only a marketing activity, as something that solely relies on the silos of marketing and sales, you start to actually overlook opportunities to improve and grow your business in other places. So we've talked before about like customer service and things like that, how that can impact your marketing, how that can impact your growth and how many people buy from you and word of mouth and all those things. That's kind of a no-brainer because customer service is still in a lot of ways pretty front-facing in the way that marketing activities are. But you should look at the whole of your business because every step and every decision you're making within your business is a part of your growth. So that's everything from how you hire to how you fire to your culture to how you manage your people. But a big opportunity that we often see with our clients is the experience in between buying the product and receiving the product, or buying the product and all the way up to buying again. So a lot of times marketing doesn't touch those things. So this is things like, how does the mail go out? How do you actually fulfill an order? How are you servicing a client? What's that communication process like? Who's in charge of that? How do they behave? What kind of metrics are they following to determine whether they're doing a good job? How are you kind of keeping tabs on that? What's your logistics like? How long does it take you to fulfill an order? Could that be shorter? Could that be better? Could you make your products cheaper but still maintain the quality? There's all these things that go into business growth that aren't just marketing, but too often we get uber focused on marketing and sales being the only drivers of growth when really the whole engine of the business needs to be running efficiently. So still be critical of your marketing, but also start to apply that critical lens to every aspect of your business. Because if you get a bump in the back end, say with your fulfillment process, you can actually see a lot more profit because the customer experience might improve. You might save on costs. You might end up being more efficient. Your people might be happier because it doesn't suck as much to work for you. These are all things that'll push the business up that make marketing more effective and easier in the long run as well. So look at the whole business, look at the whole picture, not just your marketing. So thanks for watching. I'm Marshall Carper. This has been Marketing Monday.